Coming off another winner, 25 and 4 run. We have a couple giveaways and some best bets. Let's talk some basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back into another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I'm your host, Steven, and we are here to talk some basketball on a Friday, baby. That's right. Another winner yesterday. We'll go over that in just a second, but 14 and 1 in the last 15, 25 and 4 run. Holy crap. We're just going to keep grinding. That's right. Hopefully you don't skip the intro. I know some of you guys like to just move on past it. We have two big announcements on the channel. 10,000 subscribers, guys. I cannot thank you enough. Unbelievable. For those of you that have been here since the beginning, I appreciate it. For those of you that are just joining, welcome aboard. We are just starting out. That's right. We are going to get going, get rolling here. And we are excited. We got a great positive community. Love to talk baseball, basketball, football, and have some fun along the way. So, as a little thank you, we got those two giveaways that I mentioned, $50 each. All you have to do is be a subscriber, hit the like button, and comment below. We will pick two random people down below to win $50 each. Thank you guys yet again, but be sure to do that. And we will announce the winner probably in tomorrow's NBA video. Now, I know some of you that have been around for a while thinking, you have an NBA video tomorrow? We don't usually do them on weekends. We gotta have family work balance. It's tough. These videos take a lot of time. So, but because of the run we're on, and because of something else, which I'm going to tell you right now, we are probably going to do a Friday night video for the NBA. Now, the bad news: I am leaving to Hawaii next week. That's right, me and the family. It's a big family trip. I'm going to be gone for 8 days. I'm going to bring my computer. I'm going to try my best to get NBA videos out to you guys as much as possible, and the football video on Wednesday night. I can't promise anything. Obviously, we got a 4 and a 2-year-old and lots of family, but we are going to give it our best shot. If there's any people in Hawaii following, give me a shout out. That's right. We're going to be on Oahu. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But I just want to let you guys know, in case there's some days we don't have videos, it's very important to follow us on social media: Twitter or X, Discord, TikTok. I could have YouTube posts in the community tab or YouTube shorts, at least to get the bets out if I don't have time to do the long videos with Ryan. But I'll be in touch with him and see if we can get some videos done still. So those are the announcements. I know it's a lot of talking. I get it. I'm going to try to be short because we have a huge video for you today. In this video, bets recap. That's an easy one. Then we got the injury report because it's another bloodbath in the NBA today. So I wanted to let you guys know it's centers day. We talk defenses that struggle versus the center position with points per game and rebounds per game. And then we go inside the lines. That's right. Against the spread and over under. Shout out to the person that gave us the inside the lines name, which I will put on a different video because I did not write it down. But that was a great name. It was on last Friday's video. So thank you for that. And then we give out our best bets. See if we can stay absolutely sizzling hot. And we got a Friday parlay because it's Friday, baby. That's right. And we finish it, put a bow on it with the bets recap. So before we get in, hit the like button, leave a comment below. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. We are taking off, having some fun along the way. Thank you guys again for all the comments. Those are unbelievable. You guys made my day, so me and Ryan's day. So we appreciate all the support. So here we go. Let's go. It starts with the bets recap. There it is, the one and only winner. Thunder -3 at -110 was a beauty. They put a nice little beat down on the short-handed Warriors. A lot of people in the comments were worried. It was a Vegas pick, all that kind of stuff. But we went the Thunder. Nice, easy win. 25 and 4 run, as we have mentioned. Those are all the bets and broken down in the bottom right. For those of you that are new to the channel, we are now up 13.55 units thanks to the player props and the moneyline parlays that are crushing it. So that's what we got. That's the bets recap for November 16th. Now, let's get into the injury report. All right, guys, it is ugly in the NBA again. It's tough to find bets. It's like you're trying to prevent yourself from stepping on a landmine, whether it's blowouts or injuries or foul trouble or anything like that. But man, you hate to see this because it's a great Friday slate. But there it is. As you can see on the bottom, Q is questionable, P probable, D doubtful. Pretty self-explanatory. But those are all the players that I've seen so far. We got some Nick players. How about the two on the right with Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland? I mean, that's kind of a big deal for Cleveland, whether or not they play. The Boston Celtics, Jaylen Brown, Porzingis, and Horford, all questionable to play. I mean, these are big name players, guys. We're talking Joel Embiid. We got Giannis up there. It's tough. So be careful. Make sure you know who is going to be in the lineup. But we have a page 2 to this. And page 2 are all the players that are out. Some of these have been out for a little bit longer than others. Rozier, Oubre, Devin Vassell's out. Duran has been out for a while. Jamal Murray, McCollum. All these boys, like Brogdon and Simons, have been out for a while too. So It is what it is. It's the NBA. You just got to take it, and hopefully you can get around it and find some props and find some winners. So that's the injury report. Hopefully that helps you take a screenshot so you just have it all on one page. But again, we do this the night before, so it can change by the time we get or when we get closer to tip off. So that's what we got. Now let's talk the big man. All right, it's time to talk some centers. On the left side, we have the defenses that give up the most points per game to the center position. And all of this is within the last 15 days, just so you guys know. We do a new position every single day of the week, and we so take screenshots, and hopefully that helps you get through the week and the weekend and for your player props. But Pacers, Wizards, Blazers, I mean, these teams have just struggled to defend the paint or 3 point line because centers shoot threes too. And on the right side, we got the top 10 centers averaging the most points per game in the last 15 days. No surprise, the top two. I mean, we're talking Jokic and Embiid at 33 and 33 pretty much points per game. And then the third best is at 23 and a half, Bam Adebayo. But again, Porzingis is hurt. Be sure to check injuries for some of these players. Anthony Davis should be averaging way more than that. He had a terrible game last game too. But other than that, hopefully that helps you out. That's the points per game. Let's go check out the rebounds. And of course, Wizards, Pelicans, Hornets, all the same teams that just struggle, don't have the size down low. They struggle to give up rebounds as well. The centers with the most rebounds per game in the last 15 days. Oh, look who it is. Nikola Jokic, the man, the myth, the legend. Bam Adebayo having a good year so far, at least last 15 days, averaging 12 rebounds, and on and on and on. We got obviously Mitchell Robinson with 12. He's been a rebounding monster along with Rudy Gobert. So take a screenshot. Those are the rebounds and the points for centers. And now let's take a peek inside the lines. All right, first, I had to check it. Shout out to at Linz Strud. I may have pronounced that wrong, but you were the one that came out with the Inside the Lines name. I liked it. We went with it, so appreciate that. But here we go. Every Friday, we want to give you the best against the spread teams and also the best over teams and under teams, and that will be on page 2. So here we go. Best against the spread teams. There they are. The Brooklyn Nets 9-1-1. I have not updated that with the game they just played against the Heat, just so you guys know, but they have been really good against the spread. And as you can see on the very right side, and look at the glossary over there on the right, the against the spread plus minus, that's the average amount of points the team covers that spread by. So they have been covering almost every spread and about by 5.3 points on average per game. Just kind of gives you an idea if they've barely been covering or if they haven't. So Thunder having a good season. I have not updated that also because they played tonight. 76ers, Magic, so on and so on. Not any real surprises. Mavericks are playing better than I thought they would this year. Pacers rely obviously on all offense and no defense, but T Wolves down there are playing some very good basketball as well. But those are the best against the spread teams. Now let's go check out the over unders. I know it's a lot, but here we go. We got the best over teams on the left side. The Indiana Pacers 10-1 to the over. Absolutely insane. And they've been covering the over totals in their game by an average of 14 and a half points. That totals plus minus is the same kind of thing. Covering the when it's plus, that means they went over by that much. As you can see, the best under teams on the right side, the negative means that's how much they've gone under the total. The highest one over there looks like the New York Knicks, 4-7 to the under. And then they are minus 7.8. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. Obviously, 4-7 means 7 of the 11 games have gone under. But these are the best over teams, best under teams. You can see a two-way tie on each one: the Bucks and Hawks on the over, and then Raptors and Grizzlies. And I put both of their total plus minus as well. So hopefully this helps you guys out. I just want to give you guys as much research help as I possibly can. For those of you that don't just bet player props, you like against the spread, you like over unders, and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we got for Inside the Lines. Now, let's get into the best bets. Game number 1 takes us out to the nation's capital. We got the Washington Wizards hosting the New York Knickerbockers. Knicks minus 6.5, over under 227.5 in this game. Knicks, as you saw earlier, 6-3-2 against the spread, or you may not have seen it. I don't know if they're top 10, but 3-2-1 against the spread on the road. Wizards 5-6 against the spread, and they are 1-3 against the spread at home. My best bet in this game, it is the first leg of a money line parlay. That's right, we are going back to it. We've been on a roll. Knicks money line. I am definitely not taking the Wizards. You guys all know that. I love fading the Wizards, if you can't tell. They almost blew it for me when I took the Raptors, and they were up by like 30, but the Wizards found a way to lose, and that's what I appreciate about them. This is a matchup of a top 3 rebounding team versus a bottom 3 rebounding team. We all know who is who. I think Randall and Robinson are going to absolutely clean the glass. I mean, they are bringing the Windex, and they are going to get every freaking rebound. On top of that, who the heck is stopping Jalen Brunson? I just don't know who's stopping all their weapons that they have. because the Wizards are just so terrible defensively. Knicks have proven to be a good road team. They actually had a slightly better road record last year than they did at home in Madison Square Garden. The Knicks have the fifth best defensive rating. Wizards have the 26th best defensive rating. Knicks, much better rebounding team, much better defense, much better offense, much better 3-point shooting team. Everything points to the Knicks in this one. What could go wrong, right? But I don't think I need to give any details. We all know the Wizards suck. I just need the Knicks to win the game by 1 point or more. So give me the Knicks as my first leg of the money line parlay. All right, the final leg of the money line parlay takes us out to San Antonio, Texas. We got the Spurs hosting the Sacramento Kings. Kings minus 6.5, over under of 235.5. Kings 6-5 against the spread, 3-2 on the road ATS, and Spurs 4-7 against the spread, 2-3 ATS at home. You know the second leg of this money line parlay. It is definitely not those freaking Spurs. Give me the Kings money line, pair it with the Knicks. You get minus 109 on DraftKings. The Kings are such a better team with De'Aaron Fox. He's been back for a couple games now. He is going to play here. They won by 12 over the Cavs and 15 over the Lakers in the last two games, and now they get to play the Spurs. My goodness, what a step down in competition. Spurs 29th in defensive rating there. Without Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson is probable for this game, as I showed you earlier. Spurs currently on a 6-game losing streak, losing by an average of 19.5 points in that losing streak. They are getting blown out. Did I also mention the Spurs are a bottom 5 offensive team to go along with being a bottom 3 defensive team? I mean, it's not pretty. Even with Wemby, it's just not pretty. I don't get why the spread's only 6.5. I almost went with Kings minus 6.5 as the best bet. I think De'Aaron Fox has a great game here. Spurs really struggle to stop point guards from scoring. His points line is 28.5, though. It is pretty high, so maybe a 25 plus for him and put it in a parlay might not be a bad idea either. But this bet literally just asks for the Wizards to lose and the Spurs to lose. That's all I need for this money line parlay to hit. So give me the Kings, give me the Knicks minus 109 as my first best bet. The next game takes us out to New Orleans. We got the Pelicans hosting the Denver Chicken Nuggets. Nuggets minus 4, over under of 224 in this game. Nuggets 5-6 against the spread, 1-3 ATS on the road. Not so good. Pelicans 5-1 against the spread, 3-3 ATS at home. Now, some notes about this real quick before I get into my best bets. Nuggets won 5 of the last 6 games. They're still without Jamal Murray, as I mentioned earlier. Pelicans just broke their 5-game losing streak by beating the Mavericks by 21 last game. There's still no CJ McCollum for them. These two teams just faced off on November 6th. The Nuggets won by 18 at home. So, my best bet in this game, it's not a side, it's not a total. I'm taking a chance here. We got a nice plus money winner, and it's Nikola Jokic, triple double, the man, the myth, the legend, plus 155 on FanDuel. He's going to clutch up for us. Here we go. We hit this a few times last season if you were here with us. It's a heat check bet, right? I mean, we're on a roll, but why not go try to get a plus 155 winner? So, in the game versus the Pelicans earlier this season, he had 35 points, 14 rebounds, and 12 dimes. Pretty easy triple double for him. Pelicans, as you saw earlier, struggle big time versus centers in points and rebounds. But the biggest issue we're going to have in trying to get this winner is assists, obviously. He's going to get 10 plus points. He's going to get 10 plus rebounds. He averages 13.6 potential assists per game this season. That is the seventh most in the league. Oh, by the way, he's a center. That's right. He's a center, averaging the seventh most potential assists. I think he's starting to find ways in this offense without Jamal Murray on finding people and kind of running this offense, whether it's out of the post or up top, wherever it is. He has 9 plus assists in 5 of the last 6 games and 11 plus assists in 2 of the last 4. So it's all going to be about that assist. He's always going to be someone that just gives you a chance at the end. As you saw, 9's not going to do it for us, but he's always been right there at the end. And at a plus 155 bet, that's all you can ask for. It's a good matchup. Give me Jokic triple double at plus 155. All right, the third and final bet before we get into the Friday parlay is Julius Randle 20 plus points, Trae Young 1 plus steal. Give me minus 120 on DraftKings. Now, Julius Randle, Orange Julius, 20 plus points. I made fun of this guy a lot. He's actually picked it up a little bit. I'm still not a huge fan of Randle, but he's definitely a guy who likes to shoot. He has the highest usage rate on the Knicks right now. And like I said, he struggled at the beginning of the year, but he is shooting a lot more lately. I like his over 23.5 if you want to do that. The blowout kind of scared me. Blowout potential scared me in this one a little bit. So, but he's taken 19 plus shots in 5 of his last 6 games. 19 plus, guys. He has 20 plus points in 5 straight games going up against the Wizards, who couldn't stop me and Ryan. Seriously, they couldn't. I mean, we would have to stretch really well in our older age, but seriously, they are terrible, especially in the paint. I think he's going to be able to score in the paint at will, probably knock down a few threes. He shouldn't have any problem scoring 20 points, considering he takes 20 shots a game lately. So give me Randall 20 plus points. Next one, Trey Young 1 plus steal. By the way, these are both alt lines. Some of you guys ask in the comments where are you guys getting this. It's FanDuel or DraftKings, and they're just alt lines. So next one, Mr. Trey Young, 1 plus steal. This is to reduce the odds of Randall 20 plus points, obviously. So his line is over 1.5. I just took it down to an alt steal. Give me one. Here's my analysis on this game. It's in depth, so stay with me here. He has 1 plus steal in every single game this year. Every single freaking game, all 10. He has 2 plus steals in 4 of 10 games. Now, this last one is where it really got me. I think he takes the ball away from the other team well. That's all I got for you guys. It's a steal. Just give me a freaking steal, Trey Young. Pair it with Julius Randle, 20 plus points, and you got a juicy, beautiful winner at minus 120. And now it's time for that Friday parlay. All right, the Friday parlay today is Aaron Gordon over 6.5 rebounds, under 216.5 in the Magic Bulls game, and Kevin Durant 25 plus points at plus 372. I'm going to get into each leg here just for a little bit. Aaron Gordon over 6.5 rebounds. This guy's been a beast on the glass, especially with Murray out because he's playing a ton of minutes. Not that he wasn't playing much earlier, but he's going to be on the court for quite a bit. It should be a competitive game there. He faced the Pelicans earlier this year. He had 12 rebounds. 12. I just need 7. Pelicans are not a great rebounding team. I already talked about that a little bit. And they like to shoot the paint. So when teams like to drive to the paint, usually the guys defending them, like Zion, you're going to find yourself in the paint as well. It's probably why he got 12 rebounds that game. I did not analyze the game exactly, so I could not tell you. But I think this is a great matchup. I think this line is too low. You could just take over 6.5 rebounds on its own. I think it's minus 125, minus 130 if you want to just do that. But I'm going to throw it in a parlay just to have some fun with it. So 6 plus rebounds for him in 5 of the last 6 games. I think he gets probably 8 to 10 in this game, to be honest with you. So next leg, under 216.5 Magic Bulls. It's an under and it's a total. So we'll see how good this goes or how well this goes. They just played 2 days ago. The total was under 200. Not one team hit 100 points. Magic's 16th fastest pace, the Bulls 28th. It is going to be a slow game. Possibly no DeMar DeRozan in this game, which, I mean, the Bulls scoring is going to take a huge hit if he is not in it. Magic second in defensive rating. We talked about it before. They are a great defensive team. No Wendell Carter, no Markel Fultz, no DeMar DeRozan, possibly. I see this being another low scoring, grinded out type of game. So give me the under 216.5 in the Magic Bulls. Next one, Durant, 25 plus points. His line is at 28.5. I took it down to 25. He scored 25 plus in 10 straight games. Yes, I know Devin Booker is back. Looks like Beal is out. Booker will be back. Last 2 games when they played together, Durant had 31 and 28 points. I don't think that's an issue. He's going up against the Jazz, who are a bottom 5 defensive team. It's going to be kind of a high pace, a little bit of a high pace game there in Utah, but Durant's the man, guys. Thin man, he is a stud. So give me Durant, 25 plus points, under 216.5 Magic Bulls, and Aaron Gordon over 6.5 rebounds. And let's see if we can have some fun, end the week on a nice Friday parlay winner. Now, those are the bets. That's the research. That's everything I got to say. Let's wrap it up with the bets recap. All right, there it is. Moneyline parlay, Knicks and Kings at minus 109. Then Nikola Jokic triple double at plus 155. Julius Randle 20 plus points. Trey Young 1 plus steal at minus 120 on DraftKings. And we end it with the Friday parlay. Gordon over 6.5 rebounds, under 216.5. Orlando, Chicago. Durant 25 plus points. Give me plus 372 on that one. So there it is. Any added plays in the pinned comments below. They'll be in Discord and they will be on X. So that was a lot of fun. Again, 10,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so freaking much. Leave a comment below. Get a chance to win that $50 giveaway. We are giving away 2 of them just to say thank you to you guys. So I hope everyone has a great Friday, and we'll talk to you soon.